To start playing, you hit the Play Now button on the website, sign in, and hit the Launch Game button. It might take a while to load for the first time. It has to download all the assets, and that takes you to the lobby. You can see the number of players, select the game, and join. This takes you to the game client, where you can see in the top left corner your side, your screen name, your administrator, and the current tick time. So there's a clock in game which indicates when the next tick is going to happen. At the bottom you can zoom out and see the whole map, and in this case we've got 3 victory points. The objective of the game is to capture those points. Hovering over gives you an indication of who's controlling it at the moment and the value of each point. You can zoom out even further. You will only ever see your units and the units in your line of sight. If you lose your units, you can find them again in the minimap, bottom right, marked with a circle. Strategy is governed using this chat, where you can communicate with your team members. You have your allied or axis chat based on which side you're on. And in Radio Normandy you can see the total number of players, and you can chat on an open channel. The channel blinks when there's an activity, and in this case Mr. Oswaldson is reporting for duty, and we can answer him just by typing in. Your units are marked in this grayish brown color, and you can see your allied team members marked in blue and white. You can select the unit by clicking on it, and that gives you a command panel. If you click on this button, you get the unit card with the number of men occupied and the ammo, weapons, and vehicles that you're commanding. In this case, we've got mortars, which gives us indirect fire. So we're making the first move using the footprint icon or action. Drag it to the appropriate destination. You can change those commands by just overriding and giving new comments. You can see the units are moving. This happens every tick, and as I said before, the tick is indicated in the top right corner. You can see that an area on your screen is marked green and another area is gray. This is what we refer to as the line of sight, and as you move into the or closer to your objectives, you will expose a larger area. Here we have some paratroopers, and we're moving from north of Carentan. Hope to see some action down here. I'm gonna move these units close to the river. You can see up here we just had a tick. And the line of sight is expanded. I can see the first axis units. You can click on the units to see if your targets are aligned. And we've got a number of options for attack. So the first one, which is called attack, is the one you use if you want to go into close combat. Usually not a very good idea, but it means that your unit will move onto the same hex as the opposing unit. You can defend an area, which means that if you're attacked, your unit will automatically return fire. Then we have the fire direct, which aims at a certain location and shoots towards that hex for the duration of time. And finally, the indirect fire, which you can only use if you have mortars or any type of artillery. Just to double check, if I double click the unit, I get the unit card, and in this case we don't have a mortar. But on this unit, you can see we have a 60mm mortar, which means that I can use the indirect fire, and you can set a duration. This is the in-game time, and you can see it's 7:25 now. I'm going to do this for a duration of 25 minutes. I'm going to have these units fire direct to the same hex. See up here that the enemy casualties are marked on the map. You can also have a look at your unit card in the log to see the casualties you're inflicting from each unit. Clicking anywhere on the map will return to the chat. And the enemy is destroyed and promptly removed from the map. This means that we can change our orders and overwrite the previous ones and start attacking the next target. The indirect fire should usually work from a range of 3 to 5 or 6 hexes at least. That's it. See you in the battlefield.